Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, the #1 place for people who love design, art and all things creative. I'm Jacqueline and I'm an interior architect and designer here at D&B. In today's video, I want to talk about how to create chic interior design for less. Because there's nothing that bothers me more than seeing someone buy a piece of furniture or doing a home reno that I know could have been done for much less. I want to give you guys some home decor ideas that will hopefully make you save some coin for when you decorate your home. This video was actually suggested by one of our lovely subscribers, so I just want to say thank you so much. I read and appreciate all of your comments. So if you want to find out how to make your home look expensive on a budget, let's jump into the video. First off, I want to give you guys some pointers on how to create a chic interior that looks expensive. Now, my first must is to determine what you think is chic, and more importantly, what you think is not chic. Just to clarify, I don't necessarily think that there's something like called a chic interior design style. Any interior style can be chic. Most of the time when we're talking about the chic look, we're talking about schemes like this. But whilst minimal schemes can look very chic, on the opposite side of the spectrum, a maximalist interior can look just as chic. You can have a chic Scandinavian interior, you can have a chic Art Deco interior, anything that you personally like. My point is that any design style can be chic, so don't be discouraged by other people's opinions. For example, for me, what I don't think is chic is things like, very over-the-top interiors with almost like a royal rococo look. All these interiors where all the surfaces are so shiny, it's like walking on a huge mirror. It's just too much for me, and personally I like a lot more of a modern neutral look, but at the same time I know that other people will love those other looks. So it's really important as a first step to determine what you like and don't like. Now, I'm not going to tell you to stick to muted colours. I've seen lots of videos just like this on YouTube, and most of the time they ask you to stick to white or beige tones to, create that clean, sophisticated look. I really don't agree with this actually. I think you can have lots of colourful interiors that are absolutely classy and well put together. But my main piece of advice for you if you're wanting to go for a bolder colour or even stick to a muted colour palette is to stick to a main colour scheme. For larger items such as wall finishes and flooring, I suggest using the rule of 3. So stick with 3 main colours, don't go overboard and do more than that, because typically then you start to stray away from that clean, classy, chic interior design look we're going for. And then if you want a different colour or more in the space, I suggest to do this in accent accessories such as chairs, wall art, lighting and cushions. Because this will make sure that you get the colours you want in your space, but also you keep it sophisticated whilst doing so. One way to make your interior look expensive is to make sure you create a sense of symmetry. What I mean by this is when you're placing items into your space, just make sure that they're balanced on the other side too. Like almost creating a mirror kind of effect. The use of symmetry creates a harmonious feel to the room and makes everything feel more cohesive. Another thing I like to do to create a balanced feel is to use a mixture of different textures. I know what you're thinking. How would using different textures create a more balanced look if they're so different? Well, it's not so much that they look different from one another, it's just to make sure that we don't end up with a boring plain canvas. Let's dive deeper. It's like I was saying before about the shiny interiors that I don't like. The reason they don't work is because the textures are all the same. For me, this modern grey kitchen works a lot better with the wooden laminate and the grey marble effect on the backsplash. Again, this interior highlights my point by using different materials in order to create that chic look. Remember, texture can be brought through by using wallpaper, wall finishes, plants, and soft furnishings like rugs, cushions, and furniture. Another thing you're going to want to do to design a gorgeous scheme is to stick to a specific design style. Now, of course, you don't have to do this if you're someone who likes a maximalist interior, because I think you kind of need a mixture of different styles to create that look. But I would suggest to pick one main style that you like and then bring parts of other styles into your space as well. Let me explain. Now, I would say that my main overarching style would be bohemian, but I also really love Scandinavian design, mid-century modern, Moroccan, and even a bit of Southwestern style. Even though I've never actually been to the American Southwest and the UK doesn't exactly have a desert climate. The main style is bohemian, but I can see how other styles can feed into the main one to create a chic spatial arrangement. Also, let me know what you guys think about me doing a design style series here on the channel, because I've been thinking about doing it for a while. I think I would do a video for each different style, you know, so that you guys can see which one resonates with you. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Sixth on my list of things that create a chic aesthetic is by adding accessories that are gold or silver. Now, you don't need to go overboard with this, but I think that by including pops of brass or chrome ornaments, it really begins to make what was just a modern interior before even more expensive looking. By using these types of materials on your decor, you're instantly able to create a luxe look for your home. Although I have to admit that gold accessories tend to create much more of a glamorous look, whilst silver decor tends to suit more traditional, refined decor. So if you're someone who likes more of a sleek, contemporary look, I would suggest to go for matte black fixtures instead. I talk about this trend a lot in my 2021 trends video, and it really is a popular choice at the moment. One really cheap way to do this is to use spray paint, obviously one that's suitable for metal, but yeah, simply spray paint your fixtures to give them an instant transformation. Which leads me on to my next way to create a chic interior on a budget, which is to do DIYs. I really can't stress this point enough. If you're really wanting to transform your home for less, the easiest way to do this is to do things yourself. By doing the work yourself, you are going to save so much money. One thing I find particularly expensive are built-in wardrobes. Now, I'm sure most of our American viewers are thinking, what? Built-in wardrobes? Because I know most homes in the States have walk-in closets, which I am extremely jealous about. But here in the UK, most homes don't have that, and we usually buy standalone wardrobes. Built-in wardrobes can cost anywhere from £1,000 upwards. But I think with a little planning and a few trips to your local DIY store, you'll be able to create a space for a fraction of the cost. DIYs are really one of my main ways to create a beautiful interior on a budget. And if you're feeling nervous about how to do something, just give it a simple search on YouTube, because more often than not, there's a tutorial on how to do it. Good luck, guys. And I want to tell you a quick story actually. Years ago, my mum and dad were doing up an apartment and it was really old-fashioned and needed some TLC. Specifically, the bathroom and the kitchen needed a reno. This was the before and this was the after. Pause the video right now and comment how much you think they spent on the kitchen renovation and how much it cost to transform the bathroom. Okay, so the bathroom cost a total of £150 and the kitchen makeover cost only £200, guys. Want to know how they did it? They told me that on eBay, they found a couple who were getting a brand new kitchen installed and they were getting rid of their whole kitchen for £100. Of course, my parents being the people that they are, they were sure as hell not going to be forking out thousands of pounds to get a brand new kitchen installed, because we don't do shit in my family. And also, my dad is one of these guys that does everything himself, you know, he can fix anything. And also, I think a part of him would actually die if he had to hire someone else to do it for him. So lo and behold, he installed the whole kitchen, bought some new tiles, a basin, and a tap, and a whole new vinyl floor, as well as an LED strip light, because he's obsessed with these things. Hence the kitchen looks like a nightclub. And all in all, that was the kitchen for £200. And of course, he did the same thing with the bathroom. If you're serious about creating a chic interior on a budget, then don't have unrealistic expectations of, you know, buying a brand new kitchen from the biggest homeware company. New kitchens on average in the UK cost £6,000 upwards. So do the work yourself, honestly, and also look online to see if anyone is giving things away. Or another way I actually love to update your kitchen is by keeping your cabinets and simply by replacing the doors instead. Usually in most people's kitchens, there's actually nothing wrong with the cabinets themselves, and in most cases they just want to update the cabinet. IKEA cabinet doors start anywhere from £10. So by updating your kitchen in this way, you're going to be saving so much money. Whilst we're on the theme of doing things yourself, one way to create a beautiful interior on a budget is by upcycling. I'm sure I don't need to explain this to you guys because we all know what upcycling is. I find that there are some really cool, clever ways out there that you can transform your furniture to make it even more stylish than before. To give a sophisticated look, one way to update a table could be by simply adding a marble effect adhesive film onto the tabletop, rather than paying through the nose for a real marble table. I even upcycled these old wooden frames we had by using a matte black spray paint to give them the feel as though they belong together and also to create that Scandinavian look I like. The best places to find furniture and decor to upcycle are thrift stores, charity shops, salvage yards, and secondhand furniture shops. But I would say stay away from antique stores because they tend to be freaking expensive. Now let's talk about lighting, because I feel that lighting can completely change the way your space looks. One way to create that chic look is by adding an LED strip light to hidden areas. In interior design, we call this shadow gap lighting, and I think it really does create a sleek finish to a space. LED strip lights can be found on Amazon for £20, so I think that this is a great way to easily transform your home for less. Now, we've spoken about larger renos in the house. Now let's talk about smaller things that can bring the final look together. If you have an open plan space, sometimes it can be kind of hard to make sure that everything's in its own place rather than merging all together into one big mess. And one way to make sure this doesn't happen is by simply putting down an area rug. The oldest trick in the book, but it works. Area rugs are used to define one space from another, so I would really recommend them to create a well put together space, especially if you have an open plan layout. Other small ways to create a chic interior are by including abstract art, having flowers match the colours of your accent accessories, placing books into a neat pile on the coffee table, but of course make sure that you are buying them to actually read, not just for the sake of them. Buying small sculptures that build shape and interest to your interior. And lastly, by purchasing accent chairs that are not part of a set with your sofa. So choose a contrasting armchair or two to create the elegant look you're after. Now, what shops can you buy for that deliver the goods and most importantly, are in budget? Some that I personally love are Desenio, Iamfi, sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, Wayfair, Etsy, IKEA, Facebook Marketplace, DIY stores of course, TK Maxx, HomeSense, Maison du Monde, Anthropologie, H&M Home, Zara Home, The Range, Nordic Nest, Amazon, eBay, and Spock. Of course, that was a mixture of different stores from the US and the UK, but there's so many to choose from that have a load of different styles to suit your home. If you're new, then welcome. On this channel, we talk about interior design, architecture, illustration, content creation, and graphic design. So if any of that interests you, make sure to subscribe to see videos just like this one. I hope I gave you guys some solid ideas when it comes to how to make your home look expensive for less and home decor ideas on a budget. Leave me a money bag emoji below so that I know that you enjoyed this video and learned something new. And of course, if you guys like this video, then please give it a big thumbs up because by doing that, you really do help our channel. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching again and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!